how much capital did I start with? I started with about 1,500, and how much did I grow that to? Choice of coffee going down today. We have these beans, well, ground coffee now from the Coffee Mod. And a shout out to these guys, this coffee is super nice. So we've got Guatemala, we have a big bag of Costa Rica, and we have a Colombia. Let's give this one a try. Say give it a try. I've actually already tried it, so. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I asked some questions on my Instagram, and I'm going to take the time to answer them because you guys asked some very interesting questions, and the questions weren't just about trading. So I'm going to give you guys some advice on trading, travel, life, business, motivation, meditation, all these sorts of things, because I asked you guys questions that you wanted to hear, not just trading related, because like I always say, there's so much more to trading than just sitting in front of the charts and talking about the charts 24/7. And if you want to become a consistently profitable trader, you need to focus on other things of life. So first question, best advice for a trader. A very broad question, however a very good one. I'm going to take it in the sense of what would I tell myself when I first started, knowing what I know now. And what that would be is, number one, don't focus on the money right away. Okay, learn the skill and the art of trading, and the money will follow. The money is a byproduct of learning how to trade and being able to trade consistently. So trade demo for at least 6 months. You'll save yourself so much time, so many losses, and you won't have constant setbacks of trying to grow a small account. I do not recommend growing a small account. I see all these YouTubers doing these videos of how to grow a small account. Don't do it. Don't try it. If you don't have thousands in the bank to trade with, then focus on gaining funding from these online funding companies. There's so many opportunities that we have online to take advantage of that you don't need to focus on growing a small account. You need to learn to get that consistency, because that's what it's all about. Once you get that consistency, then you can take that to prop firms, investors, whatever you want. If you can go to an investor and say, look, I can make 5% a month, investors will laugh at you because they'll be so surprised that you can make 5% consistently a month, because in terms of investments and giving you money, 5% is a lot of money. So number one, don't focus on the money straight away. Focus on 2, consistency, trading the demo, and 3, finding out what works for me. I spend so much time doing all these different courses and trying to find the holy grail of trading, where you need to focus on finding out what actually works for you. Do you prefer to day trade? Do you prefer to swing trade? Do you prefer to scalp? What is it for you? If, like myself and most of the people probably watching, have other commitments, have other jobs, have other things going on in their life, most people cannot sit in front of the charts 24/7. So focusing on day trading and scalping isn't necessarily going to work for you, and that's what I struggled with a lot. I had a lot of other things going on, such as uni, part-time work, all that sort of thing, and I was focused on learning people who were day trading, but I couldn't day trade because I couldn't sit in front of the charts at the most important times. So I then, after focusing on day trading for so long and failing massively, then got involved with swing trading. But I was so many steps back by trying to force these things that just simply weren't working for me. The last thing that I would tell myself, so the best advice for a trader, and this may be the best point, is don't neglect the mind. For me, and what I've seen others do, is you focus so much on the technical analysis, and your technical analysis is really good, but guess what? You could have the best strategy in the world. If you cannot execute that plan because your emotions are telling you otherwise, then it's pointless. What do I mean when I say that? Well, so many people that I see that I trade with have excellent technical analysis. Their technical analysis is really good, but when it comes to actually executing a trade, they hesitate, they're not confident, they doubt themselves, and these are all the struggles of what comes with the emotional and psychological aspect of trading, which for me, and what I always say, psychology and the emotions of trading is the most important part. So where am I from? I am from Jersey, Channel Islands, a little island just off the UK, a very, very small island in between the UK and France, total of around maybe 130,000 people. I don't live here all the time, but due to current COVID restrictions, I am back here. It's very, very small for me personally. It isn't my ideal life to live in such a small island. It's very, very isolated. There's a massive world out there. And for me, I've always had big dreams of going out and exploring the whole entire world. So that's what I plan to do. Right now, I would have planned to be maybe in New Zealand or Australia, but because of COVID, like I say, I am stuck here. But to every negative, there's a benefit. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you guys or talking to my camera. And I wouldn't have even started documenting this whole entire trading journey. Before COVID, I was just trading, traveling, and I never had any ideas of sharing it online. So like I say, there's a blessing to everything that happens in our lives, good or bad. The bad being the COVID, the good being here, documenting my journey, sharing everything with you guys. Where can I learn trading from zero? Any course website? Okay, where I can learn, okay, so I think what you mean is, where can I learn trading with zero experience? And this is a great question. Again, something that I wish I had told myself before is you don't need to jump in and buy a course straight away. There is so much free value on YouTube, on the internet, that could take you from zero to a very, very good level. So take advantage of all the online tools we have. Okay, I don't know why I'm counting. Take advantage of all the online resources we have. YouTube, Google, go on Baby Pips. You can do a whole free babypips.com course, and it's very, very good. Most of the time, what these gurus are selling, the best course, most of the time, I can almost guarantee the same stuff you can find on Baby Pips, on YouTube, for free. Okay, don't buy a course, go on babypips.com, study their course, go through all their material, write everything down, demo everything they're saying, and I guarantee you can probably build a pretty good strategy just off Baby Pips. So what made me a good trader? The thing that really turned for me in trading when I was going from kind of plateauing to failing and then to consistently profitable was focusing more on the mind. Doing things off the charts that allowed me to execute positions with confidence. Of course, there's other technical analysis aspects of my trading, such as hedge trading, understand liquidity grabs, stop hunts, retail traps, all that sort of thing. Of course, that helped me massively to understand what retailers are doing and do the opposite. But in terms of what I would say to you guys is, the thing that will really take you from being maybe not so consistent to consistent is focusing more on the mind. Meditating daily, journaling, reading psychology books, studying the best psychologists in trading, such as Mark Douglas, and doing things that give you confidence in yourself and doing things that make you happy before you go on the charts. If you're happy, you're confident in yourself, then that reflects on the charts. If you're at home, you're bored, you're tired, you're lazy, that's going to have an impact on the charts. So do all these things that benefit your body, and I guarantee you this will have a positive impact on the charts. Exercise daily, meditate daily, read daily, journal daily. You may not be able to see it now. When I was trying to gain that consistency, and all I was technical analysis, and someone said to me, take a step back from technical analysis. Focus on your mind, focus on meditating, focus on reading. I would have said, no, how's that going to help? I need to get my technicals down. Clearly, it's my technical analysis that is wrong. It's not. It's your mind. There's some strategies out there where people trade as simple trend lines and resistance and support zones, and they trade breakouts of that, and they trade it very, very well. So that's how simple trading can be. If we now know that trading can be that simple, then what's the thing that holds everyone back, and what's the thing that separates the good traders from the retailers? It's their mindset, managing their emotion, not trading with the zero emotions, but managing their emotions and understanding that trading is a game of probabilities. So plenty more questions to come. I'm going to actually jump on the charts, record a market call for the community, and let's take you guys along. So guys, this is the US 30 4-hour time frame. So looking at the US 30, you can see we've been in a very, very bullish uptrend since back when we had that stimulus package back towards the end of March, okay? And I recently played some short-term swings on this pair. Based off what I had was, price was around here. Okay, so there's something that I'm working on and finding with US 30 is with trend lines, it's different to FX pairs. You don't really do it to wicks. You can cut through wicks. I never like to cut through bodies, but this is what I had. So I had a trend line coming on somewhere like this, and until the bodies closed bearish below this trend line, then I'm simply looking for longs. We can also see we got this level of support and liquidity sitting down here with these previous wicks. So what I was waiting for was a manipulative wick down into here, and then after we had that, that's when I was looking to get into longs. and playing longs up into these highs. So skip it on. So there, that's what I had. That was the wick that I was looking for. And then on the lower time frames, okay, great. So on the lower time frames, after we had that wick, I entered a long, stop loss below the wick, looking to play up into these highs. So this is a total of 3% there. And this is more of a very short-term swing because this is the 4-hour time frame. So that was my entry there, number one. There we go. Pushed up really, really nice. Then came back down. What can we see again? We can see now another level of support being created. And what do we want to do this? We want to buy again because it's showing we're pushing up, we're breaking. So look, this is how simple strategies can be. Level of resistance, break, retest, support, you go long. And this is just to show you guys the simplicity of trading, okay? And how simple it can really be. And the key to mastering breaks and retest strategies is focusing on your mindset, because the actual technical aspect is very, very simple. I'm sure all of you guys can fully understand how this really works. So this is again where I took another long position. Here was my actual position. So after we rejected it, we kept rejecting, and then that's when I got involved with my long, looking to play up into these highs, which there we wicked into. Very, very nice. So a total of 5% there and 3% there. So there's a 8% trade in the matter of, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in a week, 8% just trading the US 30, a very, very simple strategy of breaks and retests. Very, very simple. This is how simple trading can really be. I hope you guys like that little insight into the charts to show you actually how simple trading can really be. And this is why I always express that the mind is always the most important part. So that was just a little glimpse onto the charts and to show you how you can make 8% trading such a simple strategy of breaks and retests. So next question, how much capital did I start with? I started with about 1,500, and how much did I grow that to? Absolutely zero. I blew the lot. I didn't know what I was doing, what I should be doing, what a trading plan was, any of these things. I was simply trading just what I thought looked good. No risk management whatsoever. No idea of calculating lot sizes, calculating risk percentages. Nothing at all. This is why I say start on baby pips. Don't do the mistakes that I did. How does traveling impact my trading? I love traveling and trading, as you guys know. In my first day in the life vlog, I actually shared my travel trading setup. So I'll put that link somewhere around this video, and you can go check that out. But the main thing that I look for when I'm traveling and trading is making sure at whatever Airbnbs I stay at, of course, there needs to be Wi-Fi. And I'm also wary of the time zones. But again, it's not a huge problem. As I like to swing trade, once I've executed my position, I kind of let it do its thing anyway. So it's never really a problem if I have to get up really early one day or stay up late one night to execute a position. It's not a big deal. It's worthwhile because once I've executed the position, I've got my entry, I've got my stop loss, I've got my targets. I can travel and let the markets do their thing. From a positive perspective, traveling has impacted my trading in the best way possible. You have to think, like, if you're traveling or doing whatever makes you happy and you take a loss. If I take a loss and I'm traveling, I'm in a beautiful country, exploring new places, the loss doesn't affect me at all. Why? Because I'm happy, because I'm exploring this new country. So if I take a loss, I'll just close my laptop and I'll go explore. I will eat some good food in this good city, go see some touristy things, enjoy the weather, whatever it may be. When I'm in that environment that makes me happy, and that's what I like to do, trading and taking losses doesn't affect me at all. So if you can have that emotional step back, that losses affect you by doing whatever it may be that makes you happy, then fantastic. How many months did it take you to be consistently profitable? At least, so I've been trading now for about 4 years. I started when I was at university, and the first 2 years for me were a roller coaster. Highs, lows, extreme lows, and it was all one big learning curve. I wish I had someone to tell me now what I knew then. What I'm sharing with you guys is because I just had no clear direction. I was trying so many different things, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, finding the best strategy. And like I say, that's not the key to trading. So yeah, it took me about 2 years to gain that consistent profitability. How long do I look at the charts? Around 1 to 3 hours a day, actually doing technical analysis. And of course, I do all the other things off the charts, but actually looking at technicals, maybe 1 to 3 hours. I like to do my technicals, set my alerts. When the alerts go off, then I'll go look on the charts. I don't need to sit in front of the charts and watch every single hourly closure. How do I get into the FWA family? There'll be a link at the bottom of this video. You can click to apply it, and I'll get back to you within due course. But please take the time to actually fill in the application properly. Let me know why I should accept you. There's a reason I don't just accept anyone into the family. So if you're looking for just straight trading signals, this isn't the place for you. Favorite part of the day? For me, it's the morning. I'm always most productive in the morning. Some people thrive in the evenings. For me, it's the mornings. I wake up, have my coffee, jump on the charts, do this YouTube video, do sort of other work, and start to work through my work blocks for the day. But for me, always the morning, fasted on an empty stomach is when I'm the most productive. Will you launch a swing course for everyone? I teach my trading style and my course in the private community. Swing trading, day trading, it's applicable to all, but I share my insights for swing trading. The top 3 trading books. I'm not going to do this in any particular order, but the best books that I have read are... Before I jump into my top 3 trading books, the key thing to note is with trading books for me isn't reading books on technical analysis. I love studying trading psychology, so that's what I base my books around. So 3 top books that I think every trader should read is number 1, Market Wizards. Fantastic book. Number 2, The Disciplined Trader. And then 3, I got it for you guys. So most of my books are on here. Most of my books are on this Kindle because that's what I take to go traveling. The best trading book that I think everyone should read and buy the physical copy. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Fantastic book. At the start, it's actually interactive. So you go through a section at the start where you fill in the questions, and then as you progress and read through the book and fully understand the book, I don't want to give anything away. You just have to read this book. But as you get towards the end, you redo the exact same questions and you can see exactly how your mindset and perspective of the market has completely changed. It's an incredible book. Do buy the physical copy. It is well worth it. Last question. How to get over the fear after a big loss? Demo. Go back to demo. Have a sort of rule. What you say to yourself is, if I take, let's say 2 losses live, I'll go back to demo. And I won't go back to live until I've made maybe 3 good trades. Whatever it may be. Give yourself some sort of rules where you say to yourself, look, I've taken 2 losses, therefore I'm going to go back to demo until I am confident enough to go back to live. But in terms of taking a big loss, for me, if you have good risk management, you shouldn't ever be taking a big loss. If you take a big loss, then you're over leveraging your account, you're not sticking to risk management, you don't have a real plan, and you're trying to grow a small account. And I hope this video has helped you in the sense that you shouldn't be trying to grow a small account. Focus on gaining online funding. Then you don't have to take big losses because you can actually stick to 1% risk or 2% risk, whatever it may be. 1 to 2% is what I like to do. Of course, if you have a £100 account, then 1% risk is £1. So you're just going to think to yourself, well, that's completely pointless. I agree. You shouldn't be trading a £100 account. You should be putting that money towards your education, towards the online funding, and doing it that way. Treating trading like a business and thinking in terms of percentages. If you're not calculating your risk and calculating your risk percentage per trade, it's a road to disaster. So that's it for the Q&A, guys. There's plenty more questions that I would love to dive in, but then this video would just be well too long. Maybe I'll do a part 2 at some other point, but thank you guys very much for the questions. If you did miss out on where I did the questions, it was over on my Instagram, so be sure to check that out. It's just Forex with Aaron. But yeah, it was a great video. Good to jump on some great questions with you guys, jump on the charts. I hope you did like this video. If you did, it would really mean a lot to me if you just click subscribe, liked, and just leave a little comment. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to see more of, anything like that. So I'll be doing these a lot more. I'm going to try to do at least 1 video a week. So like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take it easy and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.